boy at Legon is going to buy fried rice, awache, yokogari, they call it gobe now, will she be satisfied? What am I talking about? If we, the parents, will position our children at a place where they understand that, look, I'm a fully complete, absolute terms, left and right, no limits, an independent person. There are no infinities to what I want. I can say I want this, I go work for it and I get. When I'm going in for a relationship, I'm going in for it because I have needs as a woman. So I'm going in for that relationship. I don't care whether the guy is rich or poor. Then the person has become an independent person in thinking. I have told them, I have 2 girls and a boy. I have told them that, look, when you are going out, have your own trotro money to return back. Don't look at any man who is likely to control you, because you also have the power to control.
You are doing your job as a mother. And this is one of
Yes.
the things I was saying. A lot of women are not doing their jobs.
Yeah, I'm coming there. I read from 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 1 to 4, where David was old and his servants, his staff, went to find him a young woman. I'm shifting to the guys. Why? At my age, in my 2/3 or 50s, no man is coming to marry me because they want a servant. They are either coming because they want my brain, they want my wealth, or they want my popularity attached to them. Period. If they want to marry now, they have seen all the controlling before from their wives. So now they want a younger person. Sit, stand. I saw a short video of our young sister and the husband, and there was no speech, but there were emotions. I saw the husband with a stern face in one bit,
Language.
and in another bit where a significant figure was approaching, the lady wore a broad grin, and the husband also did same. And I'm like, look, I have been in an emotionally abusive relationship before. I know what is happening in this house. But one is locked up because my youthful time is gone. I have all that I put my name to be my children here, which is a good thing. So, like the 1950 woman, let me stay for my children. After all, what? You are older. And we all know that you have your passport. So, bye-bye is very near. So, Menyaba, I'm already here. Let me finish the job and go. A classmate of mine, when we were 20, got married to a German doctor who visited their home and saw this lady. She was very pretty and married her. The guy was 40 plus. And she became the pride of all of us. Hey, she's going abroad. Oh, we're in the village. She's going abroad. Apparently, she had not been to Accra before. Around that time, I got married. And so I was living in Accra. So when she comes to Accra, she spends the night with me before she goes to the embassy to do whatever. In the last 4 years, they are divorced. The man is old, rickety now. The lady is in her form now, 50s. She said, Ajo, I'm leaving him because I saw him smile to another Ghanaian woman. I'm leaving him. Everything they have made together in Ghana, the girl is taking it. Meanwhile, this guy told me that he was marrying this lady because of he has read about climate change, and he knows that there will be a time the temperatures will be warm and the tropics will be colder. Those jazz they gave us early days of climate change. So he wants to get a resident permit by way of marriage. That is why he married my friend.
He had his own reasons for doing it too.
Yes, that was deep. Medical doctor, a German living in Cologne. So we all have individual thinking for doing whatever we do. And my point is that the men are very intentional. I'll not stop saying it. They are very, very intentional. My seamstress had a girl who was getting expired, let me put it that way, and saw an elderly man return from Europe, and the guy did a big engagement and married her and told her that I'll be taking you abroad. Up till now, the lady is still here.
Didn't I
She's
tell you? A person who wants to take you abroad takes you. He doesn't tell you he will be
thank
taking
you. I see, acquire passport, Amano. And what is passport?
They will do everything. The one who wants to take you will take you. The one who wants to marry you will marry you. Adwa, hold on 1 second before I forget. So those of you who follow me on Facebook, you notice, as I was telling you was done for me, most of you will notice that I go out with my daughter, just the two of us, a lot. I would take my daughter to a restaurant and I'll sit and I'll buy food and we'll eat. I let my children, I'm not required to be in school today. That's why. I am doing a medical evaluation today. So that's what I'm doing. I would take my daughter and I'll buy her good food. So she eats. I would take my daughter to places. I travel extensively with them because I want my children to see the best things that people can use to trick them. When their parents do these things, my daughter and I were talking about it this weekend. She says a guy comes to her and says, oh, I will take you to Paris. And this is my daughter. She says, what are we going to do in Paris? Well, I'll take you and I'll show you the size of Paris. And she says, I've been to Paris the number of times I can't count. I've been there so many times. I don't know if there's anything new to go and do, but tell me if there's anything new that we will do. Yeah, I do that with my daughter because I want my daughter to have the freedom to choose who might be the best one for her based on her requirements, not necessarily because she needs some food or she wants a car. Or you don't go with a man because you are looking for something, because if you do that, you will be in trouble. The men who have something also know they have something. And what they would take you in from you in return is not going to be pleasant, would it? It's quite unpleasant. Anyway, I draw back to you. I wanted to say that before I forget.
Yeah, Auntie Amma, let me quickly conclude. From 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 1 to 4, where David was frail and old, so his staff went to find a younger woman. And the whole village would say, hey, who won't want? The king is going to marry Auntie Amma's daughter. So she's gone there. They did that intentionally. The Bible says that they brought the lady there so that she will warm his bed because he was old. Why should I be your heater at that age? Didn't you know that you are going to? Say again?
You are selling your youth. He has already enjoyed his youth. And now that he's here, he wants a heater. But you are trading your youth for this.
You know, and you are doing it to support the entire family because the king is likely to give you tax relief. The king is likely to give you stipends and your family will not work. And you are trading yourself to support an entire family. Nobody should do this. People who take from people always will take and they will not give you anything. All you get is nothing. One day, when you lose yourself, this lady, when she gets to lose herself, they will say, you went to the king's palace. So meanwhile, you also enjoy from the goodies. When the bags of rice and oil were coming in, you enjoyed. My own mother, she worked as a trained teacher for many years before she retired. When she completed Form 4 at 17, her father, who worked as a clerk for somebody, gave this lady to a clerk of council, which is probably equivalent to an MCD today. Big man. The man had 2 wives already. Auntie Maggie went to marry that man. And she tells me that anytime she dressed up, those days they used to buy clothes from Europe using catalogs. They would buy the fabric or they import and their shoes and everything. So she was well dressed, wearing her beautiful glasses, slim, slender like that. She will go and sit in the man's car, and the old ladies will come and pour water on her because she's a trophy wife. She looked at it. Her mother was on school, though. This is another angle. We, the individuals, we have something in us that we should allow to be trained by ourselves, whether your mother helps you or not, whether the environment has an influence or not. This woman, without anybody, maybe the father was a bit of Karachi, so, but it was the same Karachi who gave him her out to his friend. So she said that she told herself that this man, I won't sleep with him again. He's my husband, yes, but I won't. So those days cars were not many. When the man is coming to the village, she could hear the sound of the man's car from afar. Then those days there were no burglar proofs. She would jump through the window and get vanished. So the man will come, oh, Mommy Efia, how are you? Where is Mag? And so she should be in the room. By the time the man enters the room, vanished. There is no human being. So one day, the man parked the car miles away and walked to the house. So he just appeared in the room, and that was how my first sister came. Even that one, that was again. Yeah, the one my
he's older.
They know that by force.
Old man with tricks.
I tell you, he was a clerk of council. So that was it. And even that, according to her, she attempted. I mean, she's completed Form 4. She's a rabbi. She attempted to clear that thing because she didn't want any bond between her and the old man. She knew what she wanted, but she was poor. So along the line,
Get the most important thing, my brothers, my sisters, don't be poor and don't expose your children.
Very true. One reason why I decided not to have children.
Don't.
So like I you are ahead, you are well,
along the line, she attempted, but it didn't work, and the lady came up. Now, today, that lady has a bit of an emotional issue. When she is causing you pain, she doesn't feel it. So when I studied special education, I came back home and I was like, Ma'am, tell me, you told me a certain story. Does that mean you attempted? She said, yes, I have a scar on my butt. It was an injection I took to clear, and it didn't. I said, that is the effect of what you did. That is why your daughter, you think she is wicked. She's not wicked. You made her so. Then we put that one to the end. She struggled to do people teaching and managed to go to the training college, and God blessed him with my dad. And that was how she lived her life and became a widow at 52 and decided that, hey, no more man. Let me man my own self. And she's 79 today. What am I saying? From David's story to my mom's to what we see today, it is in the system, the part of the patriarchal thing they do. And we have unfortunately come to live with it. So mothers, especially, some men are also good at that though. Mothers, position yourself to train your children, not your daughters only. No matter what you do, if even you are the poorest farmer working on 1 meter square land, train your child to accept what you have, eat what you have, wear what you have. One day, your own destiny and purpose for life will shine. You will chance on it anyway once you are focused. But this one that you want to jump queue, it won't work. Sometimes too, they do the arrangement between the elders like my grandfather did. Arrange from daddy to friend. That thing too, elderly people stop because of the simple things that you benefit from. Thank you very
no, they
much,
won't
coaches.
stop. Oh, they won't stop. They won't stop. They won't stop.
I'm bunny.
They won't stop. They won't stop.
But you
They
see,
won't stop. And
still,
it's even going to be more difficult now. Now we would now understand why take your girl child to school.
yeah,
You will now understand why those things were happening. And now they will look for another way to make the women remain wanting to submit to this kind of situation.
And
Because,
let's listen, that is why this kind of discussion is very timely and important.
yeah,
Because
of
we may
course.
not be invited to any forum, but this is our own forum and we are doing it. And
Yeah.
and when I was attending an interview for promotion, getting to the assistant director or director, whatever, when I was in the classroom, they asked me about sending your girl child to school. And you know the question, what is your stand on the boy child? So I put it to you.
yeah,
Yeah. So in our society, the boy child has an advantage over the girl one. So that's why that how do you call it? What's it called? It was